Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to mask an infinity photo. This is a really useful technique whenever you want precise control over which parts of an image stay visible and which parts are hidden without permanently deleting anything. Masking is a simple, non-destructive way to hide or reveal parts of a layer, so you can refine edits without permanently changing your image. Think of it like placing a flexible stencil over your photo. You decide what shows and what stays hidden, and you can tweak it at any time. This makes masking especially useful for things like removing backgrounds, blending multiple images together, creating composites, or making targeted adjustments while keeping your original image intact. Start by opening Affinity Photo and bringing in your image. You can open it directly or place it into a new document. Either way, make sure the photo appears as a layer in your Layers panel. If you want extra safety, duplicate the layer first, so you always have a clean original to fall back on. Keeping that untouched duplicate can save you a lot of time if you want to compare your edits, or restart part of the process later. Next, switch to Pixel View at the top of the interface. This ensures you're previewing your edits at true pixel accuracy, which is especially helpful when you're refining edges. Zoom in a bit, so you can see the area you'll be working on clearly. For detailed subjects such as hair, clothing edges, product outlines, or small objects, working at a closer zoom level can make your selection much more accurate. On the left toolbar, choose the Selection Brush tool. Adjust the brush size to match the details you need. Larger for broad areas, smaller for tight corners, and slowly paint over the subject or region you want to keep or hide. Let the brush do the heavy lifting around edges. Take your time, and don't worry if it isn't perfect on the first pass. You can change your brush size as you work, using a larger brush to cover open areas quickly and a smaller brush when you reach detailed edges. The goal here is to create a solid starting selection rather than trying to make everything perfect immediately. Before you turn that selection into a mask, feather it slightly. Feathering softens the transition between selected and unselected areas, preventing hard cutout edges. A subtle feather is usually enough. You can always refine later. Be careful not to use too much feathering, especially around sharp objects, because excessive softness can make the edge look blurry or unnatural. For most images, a small amount creates a smoother and more believable result. With the selection active, click Add Mask. Affinity Photo will create a mask linked to your layer, hiding whatever wasn't selected and revealing what was. Remember, on a mask, white reveals and black conceals. That's one of the easiest rules to remember when working with masks. Because the image information is still there underneath the mask, you can keep editing the visible and hidden areas whenever you need to. If you need to adjust, select the mask thumbnail and paint with a soft brush. White brings areas back, black hides them. If the effect is reversed from what you expected, simply invert the mask. You can also lower your brush opacity when you want more gradual control, instead of completely hiding or revealing an area in one stroke. This can be especially helpful around soft edges, shadows, or areas where you want two images to blend naturally. When you're happy, deselect and save your file to preserve the mask for future edits. Then export a copy for sharing. Saving your editable Affinity Photo file means you can come back later and continue refining the mask without starting over, while exporting a separate copy gives you a finished version that you can upload, share, or use in another project.